Hey everyone, I'm Kara. I'm a PhD student who loves to cook, and today I'll be teaching you how to make delicious focaccia. So we start with your bread flour. I'm adding here 230 grams, 230 grams also of water, and then you're gonna mix very well with your spatula. I'm also adding 1/4 of a tablespoon of active dry yeast. So make sure that you're mixing everything very well. So try to scrape a little bit of the sides of your bowl. So things are gonna be a little bit sticky, but just be patient. Perfect. So scrape the dough out of the spatula, and you're gonna cover that with like wrap film for 14 hours. So let it rise overnight. So after 12 hours, the dough should be very nice and bubbly like that. So you're gonna add 115 grams of water, and you're gonna try to kind of loosen up a little bit the dough. It's gonna be very sticky, very gooey, but after some time you're gonna kind of dissolve a little bit of the dough, so things are gonna look better. You're gonna add 70 grams of olive oil. Then you're gonna mix. Things are not gonna be like totally combined at this point, but just continue. You're gonna add 1/2 tablespoon of active dry yeast, and up to this point you should be able to combine everything very nicely. So also add 14 grams of salt and combine. Now you're gonna add the dough, like kind of the flour. So 340 grams of the flour, so has to be bread flour, and you're gonna mix very well. So I did not add all the flour, but now I'm gonna kind of complete with the remainder of the bread flour. So make sure that you're incorporating everything very well. So after everything is very well incorporated, you can move forward to the bench top. So I'm gonna add a little bit of flour to the surface of the bench top so we can work a little bit with our dough. So do it. Transfer the dough to the bench top and start to knead. So the dough is going to be very sticky, so you can kind of use like a bread scraper for that, a food scraper. So trying to work a little bit with your dough, stretching it and folding. So after this process that you kind of have a more stable kind of ball-shaped dough, you're going to start to knead more heavily. So you're going to add a little bit of flour onto the bench, and you're going to continue folding for like 8 minutes or so. You're going to notice that the dough is going to become like more elastic and firm. So that's why you want it to develop the gluten and the elasticity from this dough. So lightly oil a bowl with like olive oil. So use a paper towel for that. So looking good, and you're gonna transfer your dough to the bowl. So again, you're gonna cover your dough with like the wrap film, and you're gonna let your dough ferment for 1 hour on your bench. So 1 hour later, your dough should have risen, and you're gonna continue to work a little bit with this dough. So this time you're not gonna add any flour, it's just gonna be olive oil. So pour that onto the bench, use a paper towel to kind of spread things out, and transfer your dough onto your bench top. So I'm adding a little bit more of olive oil, and you're gonna kind of decompress the dough. So kind of remove the gas, so kind of press. So it's looking nice. So you're gonna like nicely fold your dough, so it's gonna be beautiful and very shiny. So it's looking like clothes. Very nice. And you're gonna put that into the bowl again. So you're gonna cover with the wrap film that you already had, and you're gonna let this ferment for 1 hour. So again, we're gonna repeat the process of degassing and kind of decompressing our dough. So here's looking beautiful after 1 hour of fermentation. So you're gonna transfer your dough onto your bench top and you're gonna decompress. You notice that the dough is definitely bigger than it was before, so it just makes sense because you fermented. So now you're gonna transfer the dough to a tray that I added like parchment paper and also cornmeal on top. So you're gonna put your like degassed dough and you're gonna kind of decompress a little bit more and cover with the wrap film, and you're gonna let ferment for 1 hour more, and also you can preheat your oven for 48 Fahrenheit. So after that, after just 1 hour fermentation, things are gonna be nice, and you're gonna add your toppings. So I'm using here like a confit garlic, like infused with rosemary. So you're gonna add the oil, the garlic, and also you're gonna add your like olives or any of all the toppings that you prefer. I'm also adding here some like grated Parmesan cheese, and you're gonna bake that for 20 to 25 minutes at 480. So it's smelling amazing. So this dough, like this bread, like focaccia, is one of my favorites. It's just like delicious, it's crunchy, and is at the same time is like very soft in the inside. I'm gonna like finish up by brushing some olive oil on top of my bread, and this is looking amazing. The garlic is caramelized, the olives are nice. So I'm ready to dig in. I'm gonna cut. And look at these bubbles inside. So the crust is definitely like crunchy, so you can hear. Perfect. And I'm gonna take a bite. Perfect. It's delicious. Really, you should give it a try for sure. So please, if you want to support my channel, subscribe, hit the subscribe button so you can have more of my delicious recipes. So see you.